Previously on One Life to Live.
If you don't keep Al away from me, I will do everything in my power to make sure he goes to prison for what he did.
I call this painting Joanna.
How does Lindsay know about my dead wife?
You slept with your fiance's mother. This is not something she's gonna get over.
What's your name, son? I don't know who I am. Son, do you recognize any of them?
Go ahead.
Why?
Because they're mine.
What are you doing here?
Professor Reynolds invited me.
You have to leave.
Well, why? I haven't even got a chance to give her my present yet.
That's all right. I'll give it to her. You've got to go before it's too late.
Well, I just got here. Why do I have to leave already?
Because, well, you shouldn't. You just have to.
Jen, right? Jen's here? Is that it?
Let's set a date now. We can go into the party and we can announce it to everybody.
Jen, today is Antonio and Carrie's day. We'll talk about setting a date later.
When?
I don't know. Later.
We have to decide. And soon. I don't want to wind up waddling down the aisle looking like a whale.
We'll talk about it later.
I'm sorry. I don't want to be humiliated. I don't want everybody pointing and whispering. You don't want that either, do you? For us or the baby. Why were you two shouting at each other?
We weren't shouting, we were discussing. Loudly.
They could hear you halfway to Angel Square. Why were you fighting?
No, honey, we're not fighting. Really.
Yes, we were.
I'm not Joanna. Right. You don't believe me. You believe me, don't you, Troy? Oh, come on. You know this painting has nothing to do with what happened between us.
Oh, Lindsay, everything has to do with you, and you always see to it that it does. Painting is a portrait of a woman who was betrayed, destroyed, hurt by a man who claimed to love her.
Joanna, not Lindsay.
Right. But Joanna is Lindsay.
Well, that's your interpretation. Troy is educated enough to know what the painting really is. Why don't you tell Nora what Joanna actually means to you? So where are we going?
Well, I thought we'd start off by stealing a car, then maybe knock off a liquor store or a convenience shop.
What are you talking
And then
about?
if we're really lucky, we'll get a high-speed car chase down the interstate.
Oh, Sam. Now, this is all about me saying that you were too good for me,
Yeah, I can be bad, Blair. I can be really bad. I am a lawyer, after all, and you know what they say about lawyers.
No, I don't. What do they say?
Nothing good.
Yeah, well, I bet you can be bad, but it's not necessary. So where are we going?
I think young Mr. Manning wants his mommy.
Jack, come here, buddy. Come here.
Maybe he just doesn't want his mommy going out with me.
I was holding this, gripped tightly in your hand. It's our one clue as to who you are. Do you remember stitching it together like that? I remember being in the water. Now concentrate on the photo. The woman, the little girl, the baby. Do you recognize them? Do you know them? I've never seen these people before in my life.
just no way they're going to win or go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you know, I can always use some extra money in my pocket. You care to make a wager?
Hello, gentlemen.
Well, hi, Ray. Would you rather I call you Mom?
Ray is fine. Thank you both.
What are you doing here?
I was invited. You have a problem with that?
As a matter of fact, I do.
Well, isn't that too bad?
So what do you have there? Some more ammunition?
It's part of my present for Antonio and Carrie.
Ah, I see. So you're going to throw it at them or hand it to them?
There it is, the awe-inspiring Gannon wit. Excuse me.
What was that all about?
Nothing, bro.
Oh, really? Nothing? Hey, come on, come on. What's going on with you and my latest stepmother? Come on, Mom. Is Jen here or not?
As a matter of fact, she was.
Well, don't worry about it. I got everything under control. No problems.
Oh, there is a problem.
Mom, I'm fine.
Yeah, but she's not fine. We just finished having a conversation just a few minutes ago.
What about me?
Yes, and she made it quite clear that if you don't stay far away from her and Christian, she's going to make sure that you're sent to prison for arson.
Of course I don't want to see you humiliated, Jen. Or the baby.
I don't want to walk down the aisle wearing a maternity dress. I want to wear the dress I've always dreamed of. I want to be a beautiful bride.
And you will be.
You don't understand. This isn't about me. It's about our child. I want our baby to be able to look at our wedding pictures and say, look, there's mommy and there's daddy, and look how beautiful they look. Not there's mommy and there's daddy and there's me.
Jen, that's not going to happen.
I want our baby to be proud of how we handled everything.
And so do I. But that doesn't mean that we have to set a wedding date this very second.
Well, planning a wedding takes time, and our time is running out. We need to set a date. We need to know when we're going to get married.
Christian? Jen's right. You understand that I donated Joanna to the clinic with only the best of intentions, don't you?
Right, Lindsay. Please.
I did. Joanna's going to be the gift that keeps on giving, and hopefully, in time, will increase in value. You do believe me, don't you, Troy?
Whatever you say, Lindsay. It's a very generous gift. I'll make sure that you receive a formal thank you from Claire and the board of directors.
Oh, no, you don't have to do that. You don't have to thank me. Joanna's my way of showing that I want to bury the hatchet, because that's what I want to do. I want to pick it up and bury it.
I know just where I'd like to bury it.
You still don't believe that I'm not Joanna, huh?
In a word, no way.
Well, I'm not. And I think one day that's going to be made crystal clear to you.
And I think one day you'll be back in Statesville where you belong.
Okay, let's just let it go. Just let it go.
Thank you, Troy. Well, time flies when you're having fun, but I've got to get back to the gallery and get back to work. It was great spending time with you all again. Oh, congratulations. You take good care of Joanna. I know you wouldn't want anything to happen to her.
Why are you letting her get away with that? Troy?
Hush, little baby, don't say a word. Mama's gonna... Oh, come on, Jack, that always works for you. You love that song. What's wrong, baby? Then I don't think that we're gonna be able to go out. I mean, he never usually acts like this.
No, I don't think so.
No, he must be sick or cutting his teeth or something.
Fine. He's just as fine as fine can be. Aren't you?
How did you do that?
I've had some experience.
I guess I'll take Jack back up to the nursery then. Oh. You be a good boy, okay? You be a good boy for Suzanne. Oh.
You are full of surprises.
Are you sure you don't recognize them?
Sorry, Doc. I have no idea who these people are.
That photo must have meant an awful lot to someone for them to have worked so hard stitching it together that way.
Yeah, I guess.
Now take another look.
I'm telling you, I don't know who these people are.
Okay. Just look at the woman for a minute. Can you do that for me? She's very beautiful, isn't she?
She's not my type.
Now look at the little girl.
She looks a little cranky.
And the baby.
I don't know. All babies, they look alike to me.
Are you sure?
Yes, look, these people, I don't know who they are.
You wash up on shore, clutching a photo of a woman with 2 children. Now, don't you think they might be your family?
My family.
Well, these could be your kids, your wife.
I think I'd remember if they were my wife and kids.
Oh, not necessarily.
I'm not wearing a wedding ring.
Oh, that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Look, I'm telling you, these people are not my family.
Are you sure?
Yes. Look, I may not know who I am, but I know I've got nothing to do with these people.
You guys just met. What could you possibly be fighting about?
RJ. It was all about RJ.
What about RJ?
I don't know how it happened, but all of a sudden we were just in this big discussion about how I kept the truth about RJ from you and you from RJ, and I don't know how it happened, but all of a sudden, that's when you came out.
Really?
Yeah. I know it sounds silly.
No,
I'm
it
sorry.
doesn't make sense, Mom. I've forgiven you for that. You know that, Antonio.
Yeah, I do.
Then why would you throw it up in my mom's face? I mean, when you just met her at her engagement party.
Carrie, it was my fault. I brought it
Mom,
up.
I want to hear this from Antonio.
Because I know it hurt you. I don't like the idea of you being hurt.
Neither do I.
You didn't believe that slop she was shoveling, did you?
No.
Then why didn't you tell her to shovel it?
Because I'm not gonna stoop to her level, all right? It's just a painting, okay? There's nothing Lindsay can do to hurt us.
Nothing except keep bringing up your past.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, your past with her.
Look, no, it doesn't matter, okay? Lindsay's out of our lives, all right? And she's already done her worst.
Yeah, and failed.
That's right. So why don't we just forget about all this, okay? Why don't you go back to Carrie and Antonio's party and have some fun?
Oh, I could stay.
It's no bother. The party's already over. Besides, if I don't get back to my patients, the DeVilbiss people are going to change their mind about their
Oh, yeah,
crap.
I'd like to see them try. I'll sue them for breach of promise. I'm so proud of you.
You see? No, that's all that I care about.
How's your hand?
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's just a little cut. It's fine.
It was your day, and Lindsay had to ruin it.
Hey, come on. You're giving her far too much credit. Nothing can be ruined as long as I have you. All right, now why don't you head on back to Carrie and Antonio's and do me a favor. Give them their best. Give them my best, please.
Okay.
All right.
See you later.
You can count on it.
Bye.
Bye.
So how are you really doing? Well, we should get back to our guests.
Yeah.
I don't understand. You know, I love you both so much, and I've been waiting so long for you to
finally meet. And then, I don't know, maybe it's a bride fantasy, but I want you guys to like each other. I want you to be close. I think we both know that, honey. Maybe I'm expecting too much, but this is my engagement party. I'm sorry. Okay. Well, could you please just try to get along? For me?
So, are you ready?
Yes, I am ready, but where are we going?
Well, I was thinking we won't get many more days as perfect as this.
Probably not.
I mean, the leaves are still incredibly beautiful out here, so I thought we might take a drive up to the Delaware Valley.
Oh.
And maybe buy a star of pumpkin to carve.
Oh, now she carves a wicked jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, I bet she does.
She does.
And then we can get some fresh cider straight from the mill. I love it when it's like that, don't you?
You know, Sam, I don't think I've ever had it straight from the
great.
mill. Is it?
It's great.
I
Yeah.
take your word for it.
Yeah.
I'm sure that it is.
Oh, and I got us sort of a special car for the occasion.
What do you mean special car?
I have to admit, I had this urge to see the wind blowing in your hair.
You rented a convertible. You did?
Yeah.
Cool.
By a certain upscale German car maker. I thought we'd go in style. So, and then afterwards, after the sun is set, there's a little country inn that I hear serves a wonderful meal.
I don't deserve you, Sam.
None of that.
No, it's been such a long time since anyone ever did anything so nice for me.
Well, then all I can say to that is that you've been hanging out with the wrong guys, Blair.
Yeah, I guess I have. I could kind of get used to this, Sam.
I could too.
We have to check on some other patients, but I'll be back in a little while.
If you need anything, press the call button.
Right. And don't be discouraged. I'm very hopeful your memory will return. Hey, got this? You hold on to it. Maybe something will come to you.
No, I already told you, I don't know who these people are.
Hold on to it anyway. For a while.
Boy, they grown dumb around here.
I'm Todd. Todd Manning.
And I'm back.
Mommy, this is between me and Jen.
I know. And I'm sorry to interrupt, but... Jen, would you excuse us? Can I speak to him a moment?
Of course.
I thought you told me you decided to do the right thing to marry Jen.
And I'm going to.
So why confuse things by putting it off?
Look, Mommy, I'm not trying to.
Set the date, Mijo. Make it official, because until you do, you're hurting everybody involved. And keeping everybody in limbo, and that's not fair. Not to you, not to Jen, and not to the other one.
You can say her name, Mom. It's Natalie.
I think it's best if neither of us say too much about her.
Is everything okay?
Jenna, I don't think I've been very fair to you.
What do you mean?
Well, you've got enough to deal with. Being pregnant. You deserve to have the wedding you want.
Do you really mean that?
Yeah, I do. I want to do the right thing. I want to be a good husband and a good father.
That's all I wanted to hear. I'm gonna call the church and I'll book the first available time.
Great.
First, I just want to go to my mom now. I can't wait to see her face. I love you so much, Christian.
She actually said that she would send me to prison?
If she goes to Bo with what she knows, I won't be able to protect you.
Why is she doing this to me?
Why does that girl do anything? She's not a nice person, Al.
Don't.
Whatever. All right. I just know she's somewhere here in this party, and I know Bo is standing right behind me, and you cannot be seen by her right now.
It just doesn't make any sense. I mean, why is it that all of a sudden I can't be around her or Christian?
Perhaps she doesn't want you ruining her wedding party.
How could I do that, Mom? No, it's got to be something else.
It doesn't matter. This is not the time or the place to try and figure it out. You can't let her see you, and you can't let her go to Bo with what she knows, please.
Okay. All right. Fine. I'll leave.
Thank you.
But I'm going to find out what the deal is on this thing.
Your new stepmother and I aren't exactly getting along.
No kidding. I hadn't noticed. What happened?
She threw wine on me.
I hope it was white wine.
No, red. 2 bottles worth.
Why?
Well, it's kind of a long story, but we were locked in Ace's cellar, and, well, a 3rd bottle almost put him in a new time zone.
Okay. So that explains that reference you made to ammunition, huh?
You know, I'm really glad you're enjoying this.
Well, you're right. You're right. I really shouldn't, because it could have been a felony.
Yes, it could have been. Somebody could have gotten seriously hurt.
Yeah. Dial M for Merlot.
Now, that was a joke, right?
Well, you know what? It doesn't sound like a felony to me. It sounds a little bit more like a lover's spat.
Yeah, well, it's not. I mean, first of all, she's married, and secondly, I can't really stand the woman.
I think she's growing on you, Hank. I think it's like she's E. coli and you are room temperature beef. No, Hank, come on. Hank.
Yeah.
Hank.
With him.
It's woman trouble, you know. I guess I worked him over a little bit about it.
Doesn't look very happy, no.
No, he's not. He's not. I think I went too far, but I'm going to call him. See, the thing is, it's usually me that has this messed up love life. But for the first time in a long time, things are going right, you know. I have the woman with me that I want, and everything's just smooth sailing. Right? Right?
Right.
Star,
No, don't
honey.
mind me. I was just looking for my insecticide.
No, you know what? Let me explain what just happened,
Mom,
okay?
you want to explain?
Yes, I do. Because it's obvious that you were upset by what you just saw, sweetheart, and...
Mom, I'm not upset.
You're not?
Do I look upset?
Well, not particularly, but Sweetie, I just want to explain that there are a lot of different reasons why men and women kiss.
Relax, Mom. I like Sam. I don't care if you kiss him.
You don't?
Besides, it's not like I wasn't expecting it.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you said that you were going to have a new boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a conversation with Spike, and we thought if it wasn't Daddy, then who could it be? And we figured it out.
Wait, you and your iguana? You guys figured out it was Sam?
Yeah, Mom, I'm not a baby anymore. I'm a 3rd grader.
Yes. Yes, you are, and a very smart one. And you're really okay with all this?
Yes, Mom. As long as you're happy, because I don't want to see you sad.
I don't want to be sad, sweetie.
So, as long as Sam makes you happy, then I'm happy.
Okay.
Especially since
what, honey?
Especially since Dad's never coming back.
Act like I'm going to tell you who I am. Who knows what Blair
My good friend Sam cooked up for me back in Miami. Probably have a dozen warrants out. Hello? Hi. Look, I'm going to give you a credit card number. I want you to have an e-ticket waiting for me at an airport in Guam. I don't know. How many airports are there in Guam? You're kidding. All right. Fine. Leave a ticket for me at each one. I'm going to Landview.
To the power of art. Jen.
Expecting somebody else, I guess?
No, no one important. I just thought that you would be at Carrie and Antonio's party.
I was, but I left.
Is something wrong?
No, not at all. Everything was working out perfectly.
Oh, no. What did you do?
Do you really want to know?
Yes, of course. I'm your mother.
Okay, you have to promise not to freak out.
Is it that bad?
Promise me or I'll leave.
Okay, I promise. Just tell me.
I convinced Christian to set a date for the wedding. And I trapped Natalie into being our maid of honor.
Oh, Jen.
Don't start.
You don't know how dangerous that this game of revenge is.
I'm fine.
You are going to be the one that ends up getting hurt. You understand?
The only one that's getting hurt is Christian and Natalie. And Al.
You think so?
I know so.
I wouldn't be too sure about that.
I know exactly what I'm doing. I learned from the best, didn't I? They're gonna pay for what they did to me.
And what about Al when he finds out you're pregnant and starts asking questions?
He's not gonna find out I'm pregnant.
Not ever.
Not until I want him to.
Well, you know, sometimes in life there are just things we can't control.
Well, I can. I've made sure of that. Besides, you're the only one who knows.
Oh, God. Jen, I told Troy and Nora. Who knows?
You did what?
Lindsay knows about Joanna.
Maybe not. I mean, if she knew, wouldn't she just come right out and say so?
No, not when she could just play her stupid little games.
Joanna, it is a common name. Maybe it was some kind of weird coincidence.
And what if it wasn't, Emily? Huh?
Then why don't you take away her power? Why don't you tell Nora about Joanna yourself?
If you knew how Joanna died, you'd know why.
Obviously, I haven't been keeping up with the social pages.
Hello, Nora.
Congratulations. You got a good man.
Yes. Yes, he is. Excuse me, I'm just going to get us fresh drinks.
Gabrielle Medina. Well, if anyone can handle her, that would be you.
Wacky world. But, you know, she's good for me. We're good for each other, and I'm happier than I've been in a long, long time.
That's wonderful. You deserve happiness. I hope it all works out.
Thanks. It means a lot.
And I hope that you and I'll always be friends.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Me neither. Are you following me?
Don't count on it.
I thought maybe you wanted to serve me with some kind of subpoena.
No, but you can expect a bill from Logan's for a new suit. The one you threw on the other one is completely ruined.
By two, I'm married to a rich husband.
Yeah, well, where is Asa? You know, usually newlyweds are joined at the hip.
Our relationship is secure enough to withstand little separations.
How fortunate for you. Have a nice life, Mrs. Buchanan.
Were you two really arguing about RJ?
No, why do you ask?
You weren't trying to protect me from something, were you?
No, from what?
Do you wish I weren't carrying this baby for my mother? Was that what you were arguing about?
Oh, baby, not at all. Look, I told you I'm completely fine with this.
Yeah, I know you said that, but I didn't exactly give you much choice.
It's beautiful and it's selfless. And I love you for it.
And you would tell me if you felt differently.
Cross my heart.
Because I would want you to, Antonio. You know, I would want you to tell me. I would never want you to keep something like that from me. Or anything else.
That is not my daughter. My star would not be happy with me dating anyone.
I guess she knows a good thing when she sees it.
You think?
I just don't know what's gotten into him today.
Jack, come here. Sam, you gonna work your magic here, bud?
What's in it for me?
Is this the bad Sam?
This is Lawyer Sam.
Well, I tell you what it is. Once we get this baby quiet, then we get to go out on a date.
All right. I've got a better idea. All right, same to you.
Any luck?
Huh? Oh, what with the... No, nothing.
Eyes look good. Pulse is strong.
You know what? I don't care about my pulse, Doctor. I'm scared. I'm worried about my memory, and I'm starting to get really scared. Really, really scared.
Now, don't push. It'll all come back in time.
Well, what if it doesn't?
It will. And then you'll be able to get back to your life. And maybe to your wife and kids.
I think I'd remember if I had a wife and kids, don't you?
I'll be back. Stay positive.
Oh, yeah, I'm positive. Positive. I'm going to use your Guam dollars to get to the airport. Excellent. Positive my next stop is Landview.
What do you mean? I know how Joanna died. You told me the whole story. Didn't you, Troy?
Yeah. You know what? Lindsay's got me so mad I can't even think straight. It's just...
Look, Troy. I'm your sister. And I'm on your side no matter what.
I know you are.
Just the way you've always been on mine. So, what are we going to do about Lindsay Rappaport?
I don't know. My gut tells me to confront her. But what if you're right? What if it is just some kind of weird coincidence? What if I'm just tipping her off then? And then, knowing Lindsay, then she'd start digging until she did find something.
But if you don't confront her, you can't be sure of what she knows.
Sure I can. Sure I can. And I know exactly how.
I cannot believe you told Troy and Nora that I'm pregnant.
It just slipped out.
Bull. You did this on purpose. You want everyone to know about it. You want Al to know about it because you want to ruin my plans.
No, I don't.
You messed this up for me, and you are out of my life.
I'm not trying to mess up anything for you. I just want you to rethink this because I think it's a big mistake.
No, it is not. Natalie and Christian deserve everything that they get. They set me up. They made a fool of me. They ripped my heart out and they stomped on it. And then they laughed behind my back, and I want them to feel the way that I feel. And they're going to because I've come up with the perfect revenge. And I am going to enjoy dragging it out as long as I possibly can. You of all people should understand that.
Just remember I fixed you up first.
Lucky for you, you didn't know we already hated each other.
Getting details, you're getting bogged down with the details. I saw the bigger picture. Yes, you two are perfect for each other. And you're going to have a wonderful marriage.
You know when you're a little girl and you have this fantasy about your Prince Charming? Antonio is exactly who I imagined. So is Troy. Does that mean you guys, you're gonna get married?
What? No, I didn't mean... No. Oh, God, no. We haven't even talked about it.
But it sounds like you want to.
Oh, no. No. I'm very happy with the way things are.
Really?
Really. You know, it was funny because at first I kept... Well, everything was so perfect about the relationship, I just kept waiting for the other shoe to drop. And it didn't. And then I realized it's not going to. I mean, we've made it through the worst of what Lindsay Rappaport could throw at us, you know? If we can make it through that, I don't think anything could come between us.
Thank you for not saying anything to Carrie about what happened that night.
What happened is we slept together, and now you're making me lie about it.
But neither of us knew who the other was.
It still happened.
Yes, but we can just forget it happened.
I'm not starting my marriage out with a lie.
Then why didn't you tell Carrie the truth when you were out on the terrace?
Because I wasn't going to ruin her engagement party.
What, you want to ruin the rest of her life?
Carrie and I, we don't keep secrets from each other. I'm going to tell her everything, the whole truth, as soon as I get a chance.
Excuse me.
You sure knew how to show a girl a good time.
Like I said, when I'm bad, I am really bad.
Yeah, well, listen, Mr. Bad. I kind of like it.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live.
You really don't want Natalie being a part of our wedding celebration, do you?
Which part would you like to hear first? Natalie slept with Seth, or Natalie's trying to break up Christian and Jen?
What have you been doing behind your back, Sam?
I've been looking for Todd.
Todd?
I need a favor.